Okay, I continue on turn 20. And it occurs to me that when I activated these guys up here, these guys didn't do anything, so they should have gotten an IP. These guys are in a city, so they can't, and this guy killed the Bonderheit, so he did actually activate. Okay. Also, a couple bridge markers I should put out. We crossed this bridge here, so we control that. And then also in the supply phase, I correctly traced supply across this bridge, but I should have a bridge marker there showing that we control it. Okay. So I pulled the Allied card, and this is kind of interesting. We're not going to be deploying any reserves for these guys, and we're not going to be expediting any. So the next command is to assign replacement points to the core. The rules say that you will do that, and it's 2 replacement points, only if there are at least 2 reduced units in the core, so it's not wasted. So they've got this guy here, he's reduced, but he's the only one. So we're going to skip that, and we're going to come down to activate all units in the core. Okay, to be eligible to activate, one of the conditions is to be eligible to receive an IP, improved position, and you know, these guys are eligible, these guys are eligible. So I believe the formation does activate. And I pulled the cards. We've got a move and then 2 identical withdrawal under fire. Now this move command is pretty sticky. Anyway, we start with the lowest unit, which is this guy here. The first priority is move to an unoccupied VP hex, to which a German is also proximate. We don't have that. Then to move to an unoccupied German town or city, which is one reason why I kept this guy in Clairvaux. That would have been unoccupied, and he would have just went in there. I don't need that. So he's maintaining our supply lines. So then the next command is to move to the nearest proximate German unit, move adjacent. So you've got 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now in this case, it says move to the target nearest the forward direction, which is this. So I think he wants to go this way, and the move to command in the rules says, you know, the unit will move as far as it can in that direction. I bring that up because, you know, this guy could go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. I think he just goes in a straight line following that arrow, I think. So 1, 2, 3, as opposed to here. I'd rather have him go here. Now when he does that, he has to watch preserving the line and danger of surround. Preserving the line he doesn't have to worry about because these guys are actually still maintaining zone of control. We've got a line that goes from this row to this row to this row to this row. So that doesn't factor in. He's almost in danger of supply, of surround. But these guys are stuck in zone of control. They could go here. This guy could move 1, 2, 3 up to here. So we'd have zone of control here, 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 and here, but not here, since this guy doesn't exert any zone of control. So I think that's a legal move. He's not in danger of surround, unfortunately, because that messes up supply lines and stuff and forces us to stop and turn back as opposed to continue to go westward. I think that's correct. So that's unit number 2. Unit number 4 I looked at, and same thing. There's an empty VP hex, but he can't reach it. There's no empty German town. So then he wants to move to the nearest German unit. He's got 2, but closer to the forward direction would be these guys. So, you know, does he just go like this? Because that's the forward direction, and that's -5 VPs for having allies in our west wall. However, if he were to do that, and we moved like here, then we would have zone of control all the way around. He'd be in danger of surround. So he doesn't want to do that, but I do think he could slide over here for 4 movement points and be adjacent to these guys and satisfy the command that way. He's not in danger of surround. Preserving the line doesn't matter. So I think that's legit. Then when we look at unit number 8 here, same deal. He's going to come to the priority of move adjacent to a German unit. Nearest one is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, either one. Here's the forward direction, so it's pretty much equidistant between the 2. However, if he were to move up into here, which I wouldn't want because that would mess with our supply, that would open a gap. So I think preserve the line will forbid him from doing that one, but I think he could go 1, 2, 3 and that would satisfy moving adjacent to the nearest German unit, preserving the line. He's not in danger of surround, right? No. Okay, so I think that would work. The next unit would be Unit 9. However, he is already adjacent to a German unit, so he doesn't factor into this card. And then we're left with this stack over here. And what's interesting is that these guys are in danger of surround right now. If we brought this guy down to here, that would cover these three, and we just put one guy here, that would cover these three. This guy would be in surrounded. So if they move here, it's the same deal. This guy could go 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3. I thought I had this figured out. Go 1, 2, 3, and then this guy could go into here, and then they would be surrounded. Okay, so they don't want to move. So now I'm going to do the withdrawal under fire, and this card is asking for a unit surrounded or in danger of surround in a hex less than 5. So just real quick, this guy's he's not under consideration because he's not in danger of surround. But this these guys are, and I start with the highest one first. So 39, 32. And I think this is going to apply to both of them. They want to move. They want to move to a hex from which supply can be traced, and stop in a hex that's not in danger of surround. So since it's affecting both of them, I think they're going to move together. I think they would go, and then it says go towards where Allied supply can be traced. And then if that doesn't matter, then in a direction closest to the withdrawal direction. So I'm going to follow the withdrawal. Actually, his withdrawal was this way, isn't it? Okay, I'm just playing around with this to see if this is legit. So if this guy, if he went 1, 2, 3 into here, and these guys went up here, and this guy went 1, and then another 4 into there, we'd have him surrounded, wouldn't we? Here's another permutation. If they went 1, 2, 3 over to here, and these guys came down here, we would have zone of control here and here, here and here and here, but not here. So I think that's the first hex that these guys could get to, because if they stopped, even if they stopped here, we could surround them like this. But if they go 1, 2, 3 over to here, I think that is the point of this card, is to get these people out of danger of surround, because they were definitely in danger of surround at that point. So I think each one of them will do that in turn. First the 32 and then the 13 per the card. So now everybody's either activated or not. No IPs need to be placed because the only unit that didn't activate is the one in a town. All right, I just watched that bit of the film so that I could double check that I interpreted those correctly, and I actually think there's a problem here. Okay, I think this guy is in danger of surround. 1, 2, 3. This guy breaks away for 1 plus 1 is 2. And then he goes in here for another 2 is 4. This guy breaks away for 1 plus 4 is 5. And now you've got either zone of control or unit in all 6 hexes. Okay? So I think that's a problem. However, if he did go 1, 2, 3, 4, then, you know, we could go 1, 2, 3 up to here. This guy can't go from zone of control to zone of control, so nobody's breaking away. Well, so we would have zone of control here, 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 unit here, but no zone of control in either of these two. So I guess the question is either, does this unit, this was the closest unit towards the forward arrow, so just keep it simple. Can he get adjacent to it? Yes. I guess if he couldn't get adjacent without being in danger of surround, if this were also in danger of surround, then I guess he might turn and head down this way. But seeing as that he can get adjacent to the guy closer to the forward arrow, I guess he'll just do that. I hope that's correct.